Before spacecraft, before photography, before rockets ever touched the sky, Saturn lived only in the imaginations of people who watched it drift slowly across the night. To the first humans, Saturn was just a faint golden point of light. No rings, no moons, only a slow wandering star marked by patience and mystery. Picture a night sky untouched by city lights, the Milky Way bright and alive, and among it, one soft yellow light moving so slowly it seemed frozen in time. Over 2,700 years ago, Babylonian astronomers carved Saturn's path into clay tablets. They called it the Star of Ninurta, symbol of discipline and harvest. In ancient India, Saturn was Shani, a force of karma and cosmic order. Vedic astronomers tracked its slow 30-year journey through the zodiac. To the Greeks, it was Kronos, the old god of time. Saturn marked the edge of the known universe, the final wandering star before the heavens began. Chinese astronomers knew Saturn as one of the 5 wanderers, linked to the Earth element and used in calendars that guided empires. With no telescopes, sky watchers used tools like armillary spheres and astrolabes and pure patience to follow Saturn's slow path across the sky. In the Islamic Golden Age, scholars from Persia to Baghdad calculated Saturn's orbit with stunning precision, predicting its position centuries into the future. And yet, for all that wisdom, no one knew what Saturn was. Was it a star? Was it solid? Was it divine? It remained a mystery, until the early 1600s when a simple tube of glass changed everything. In 1610, Galileo turned his telescope toward Saturn and saw something strange. On either side of the planet were odd shapes, like handles or ears. He had no idea what he was seeing. And then, they vanished. Galileo had witnessed Saturn's rings, but tilted just out of sight, they disappeared without explanation. Decades later, Christian Huygens built a better telescope. He proposed the truth. Saturn was surrounded by a thin, flat ring. He also discovered Titan, a massive moon larger than Mercury. Giovanni Cassini expanded the story, discovering more moons and the dark ring gap we now call the Cassini division. By the 1700s and 1800s, giant telescopes revealed bands, storms, and delicate shadows on Saturn's rings. Artists began sketching it in detail, images that, remarkably, would later match what spacecraft confirmed. Scientists found Saturn could float in water. So low was its density. And they learned the rings were made of countless icy fragments. In the early 1900s, blurry photographs captured Saturn for the first time. Still ringed, still mysterious. Spectroscopy revealed gases like hydrogen, helium, and methane in its clouds. Observers tracked storms, measured seasons, and noticed something strange. Saturn gives off more heat than it gets. By the mid-20th century, astronomers had found many moons, and suspected Titan had a thick, hazy atmosphere. But even the largest Earth telescopes couldn't show it all. The rings were blurred, the storms unresolved, the moons distant. Then came the space age. Rockets reached beyond Earth's sky. A new dream was born, to see Saturn not as a dot, but as a world. Engineers designed machines to survive deep space, to pass Mars, to pass Jupiter, to reach the great ringed planet. And in 1973, the journey began. Pioneer 11 launched, the first spacecraft ever aimed at Saturn. It sailed across the same sky ancient humans once watched with their eyes alone. For thousands of years, Saturn had been a myth, a symbol, a drifting light. Pioneer 11 ended that era forever. And so began a new one. A new way of seeing, knowing, and imagining. But it all started with a single person, standing under the stars, watching a pale golden light drift slowly across the night sky.